So the Sephora savings event is coming up and there has been an explosion of new fragrances. I feel like literally every brand has come out with one. So I thought I would do this video kind of giving my roundup, my top 10 recommendations for this upcoming spring Sephora event. I included some of my favorites of the new launches and I also included just some all-time favorites in general. And I picked ones that would go well for spring and summer. So I do have a lot more faves for like more fall, winter, more kind of cozy gourmands as well. But I didn't want to throw those in this video since we are getting into the warmer weather months. But if you're interested in some of my other favorites all year round, I will link my last perfume kind of Sephora favorites video down below. But I just thought this video would be helpful since I have been talking a lot about different perfumes and I've reviewed almost every new launch that is in Sephora. Now you guys can really see like what are my standouts, what are my top picks from pretty much everything I've tried and what has like really stood the test of time as well. So the Sephora savings event, this is just something everyone gets hyped up for because there is a site-wide discount at Sephora, and if you are Rouge, you can save the biggest amount, which is 20% off your entire purchase. This starts on April 4th. And then if you are VIB or just Insider, VIB gets 15% off April 8th and Insider gets 10% off April 8th, and this lasts through the 14th. And what I like to do, I will usually get on Sephora at midnight the night before. Usually that's when the sale goes live. I usually post it on my community tab and I have my cart ready to go. I usually like to do a store pickup. You can do like a shop online pickup in store. If you're like me and you want to get your stuff really fast, I'm going to post my video like the day of what I'm getting. But I just love to do the in-store pickup because I love to get my stuff as soon as possible, and sometimes the shipping gets backed up with the event. But anyways, let's get into my top picks for the Sephora event. We're just going to go at random here. This is not ranked or anything. But if you guys watched my last Sephora perfume kind of roundup video, that was just me reviewing a bunch of new scents at Sephora. I had mentioned the new Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb, and I think this is definitely a good one to look at for the Sephora event because this is not cheap. So getting 20% is amazing, and I feel like usually this brand doesn't go on sale too often besides their original scent, but this is the new Extreme from them. I absolutely love the light pink bottle. It's like a matte light pink, but this is my favorite flower bomb yet. This is a flower bomb for gourmand lovers. If the original has always been too much for you, maybe too much patchouli, maybe too floral, you might want to try this one because I actually find this one to be so good. And I do like the original as well, but this is just by far the best I've tried, and I have tried a lot of their flankers in the past, but this is such a nice like sweeter version of the original flower bomb. It's like a yummy syrupy raspberry. It's a little powdery and it does have a little bit of a licorice vibe when you first spray it, but I mentioned that does fade a little bit quickly, but it's kind of almost like a black licorice at first, but it literally smells like candy and it is so good if you want something that is really sweet, very raspberry candy-like that still has a touch of the Flowerbomb DNA. This truly is excellent. I've seen it on a lot of people's must-have lists. A lot of people are loving this one, so definitely try this one out. I think it's a great one to check out for the Sephora sale. The closest Flowerbomb to this, I would say, is probably the Flowerbomb Nectar, which they do sell in some stores. I think my Ulta still carries it. That one's a little sweeter, but this one is even more candied, even more sweeter than that one. It is so delicious. The top notes include raspberry, middle notes of orange blossom, jasmine, and rose, and base notes of vanilla bean. But I promise you, don't be scared of those floral notes because the floral is not overpowering with this one. I would say it definitely leans more gourmand. This one is such a fun one. I really wanted to include it in this video. This is the new 7 Virtues Clementine Dream. I feel like this is perfect for spring and summer. I've really loved a lot of the 7 Virtues fragrances lately. Even their lychee one I would totally recommend as well. That one is so good. But this one just gives me summer vibes. It literally smells like straight up sweet clementines. I did smell the new replica Maison Margiela Never Ending Summer as well. And that one also has a very like orange peel kind of scent to it, but the replica one's actually a lot more fresh. This one's a lot sweeter. It has a little bit of vanilla in the dry down, but it's definitely not like creamsicle. It's definitely more clementine forward, so it's not overly sweet, which I think a lot of people really like this one. But I mean, it's definitely sweeter than the replica one, but I don't know, something about this I just think is so fun for spring and summer. I love how juicy, how realistic this one is, and I think it deserves to be in the top 10 spot. Definitely one to check out for this Sephora event or just for a fun spring summer fragrance. This one includes notes of clementine and blackcurrant, middle notes of magnolia, and a base of vanilla. You already knew this one was coming. I will not shut up about it. It is so good. This is the Marc Jacobs Daisy Wild Oh So Intense. Definitely probably even in the top 3 of this top 10 list. I am obsessed with this one. It is so fun. This one, if you guys like banana, you have to try this one because the banana note in here is so good. And it works so well because it smells like a realistic, sweet banana, but it's not like artificial. It has green notes in it that kind of like balance it out. So it's not going to smell like banana runts candy or anything like banana taffy, anything too sweet like that. I love how this just feels so fresh, so balanced. It's banana in a really good way. And as much as I love banana, a lot of banana perfumes that are too sweet end up like not working for me because they smell so fake on the skin and it's like too much. This is perfect, so well blended. And I just love that the banana stands out right away with this one. And then you have the really pretty fresh green dry down that makes it perfect for springtime. Plus I can't get over, I mean, the bottle is so freaking cute with the flowers on it. A lot of you guys asked what size I have. This is the 1.7 ounce. Even the inside where the perfume comes up looks like little stems. Adorable. I know they had the original Wild. This is the intense version. You get way more banana in this one than in the original Wild. That one I feel like you can't even smell the banana, but it is so prominent in here and it is such a good one. I definitely see this being an end of the year top favorite for me, and I am going to wear this so much this spring and summer. The top notes of this is banana flower, and I mentioned this in my last video, but banana flower usually doesn't smell like banana. This one, it should just say sweet banana instead of banana flower as the top note. Middle note is jasmine and base notes of amber and sandalwood. Okay, I included this on last year's must-have list and it's making it on this year's too because this is such a good one, especially for spring and summer. But this is Brown Girl Jane Carnival. This is my favorite of all the Brown Girl Jane scents. I do have a few in my collection now. I really like their scents overall. I know they just came out with their casino scent, which is really great for gourmand lovers. It's a delicious affogato, coffee and ice cream type of scent, but it doesn't beat out Carnival for me because this is the epitome of spring and summer. If you guys want a delicious mangoes and cream scent that literally makes your mouth water because it is so realistic and juicy and delicious, you have to try this one. It is so good. I do wish it had a little bit more longevity because it is a little bit light, but you can definitely pair it with some different body oils if you want to make it even sweeter, like do a fun vanilla body oil with it. But this is so good. I don't even care if it doesn't last that long because I will just spray the heck out of it and I should get a good like 4 to 5 hours from it. But wow, the scent is so good. It's so unique and it's like I mentioned, mangoes and cream, very juicy. It has a hint of spice that actually makes the juicy mango stand out even more, but it's truly like very edible smelling. So delicious. You have to try this one if you like fruity, fun, tropical scents. The top notes include mango, agave nectar, and jasmine. Middle notes of amber, musk, and ginger. Base notes of vanilla, pimento, which is where that spicy, very hint of spice comes in, but you don't really smell it. It just makes the mango more juicy. And then sandalwood as well. By the way, I have to show you guys my nails. I'm obsessed. They came out so good. These are my nails for my upcoming Netherlands trip. So we did the tulips and the bows, and they're so spring and so fun. Anyways, I'm excited about them. I just got them done today, so I had to show you. Okay, let's do this one next. This is another really fun, juicy scent for spring and summer. This is from Ellis Brooklyn, Guava Granita. This is so incredible. I could not believe it when I like got this in the mail last week. I smelled it. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be a good one. And I feel like so many people have been loving it because this is just like the fun fruity scents I've been longing for this summer, because I don't want to smell like sunscreen. I'm tired of the sunscreen scent profile. I want to smell really fruity and juicy and delicious, and this definitely fits all those things, and it's so sweet too. I love it. This one has a very strong guava note. It has banana in there as well, but the banana is not as prominent as it is in the Daisy Wild, just FYI, but it is in there. It to me smells like a delicious fruity smoothie, like you're sipping a smoothie on the beach. I personally don't smell too much sunscreen in this one. I know some people have mentioned it, but I really don't get that much. If you guys remember Miami Nectar that they launched last year, this is along very similar lines. Miami Nectar is definitely more like pineapple-y, tropical, but if you liked Miami Nectar, I feel like you're going to love this one too, but they are different, just in very similar scent families, which I would recommend Miami Nectar as well from Ellis Brooklyn. But so far this brand has been impressing me lately, and I feel like for the longest I just did not vibe with a lot of their scents. There's some that I thought were decent, but I never really fell in love, and like Miami Nectar changed that for me, and this one too. Wow, so good. I even like this one even more than Miami Nectar, which is saying a lot. I have heard the launch date is April 5, which is kind of knowing if you are Rouge that it's the following day, but who knows, maybe they'll do like an early day app exclusive. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, I've heard April 5 as the launch date for this, which I kind of wish it was April 4th. But let me go ahead and look up the notes here, because yeah, a lot of you guys were asking when this launches, because it's not available quite yet, but it is coming very, very soon. This one has top notes of guava juice, banana, bergamot, and tropical water lily. The mid is Pavilion melon, coconut palm, and mango blossom, and the dry down is vanilla, sandalwood, and almond milk. It's incredible. I forgot to mention the melon too. You can definitely smell the melon in there. Definitely not like watermelon, but maybe like a honeydew melon or like cantaloupe, just a melon kind of mix. But wow, if you guys want a fruity scent that smells like a delicious tropical smoothie, you have to try this one. So I ended up picking two Kayali scents for this video because I feel like they're both so good for this time of year. And I've just been obsessed with my Yum Bougie Marshmallow. This one is so good. I know there's been a million strawberry perfumes that have dropped lately, but this one still ranks number one of them all. And if you guys, everyone is freaking raving about the Dead Cool, I think it's called, Mochi Milk perfume, but literally it already smells just like this, and so does Ellis Brooklyn Marshmallow. They all smell the same, but I do love the Kayali. I just feel like something about this blends so well. To me, it's like a delicious strawberry marshmallow musk. It is delicious. I do get like almost a strawberry milkshake in the opening. It is so good. This has key notes of freesia, strawberry, pink marshmallow, creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. And I know people say that the Kayali scents don't last, but this one actually lasts really long on me. I don't know why, but like it might not be very like super strong, very out there, but I can definitely smell it on my skin many hours later. This is one of the longest lasting ones for me, which is so weird, but I feel like it's so different for everyone. This has been my favorite strawberry drop as of lately. I think this one came out like maybe November, and I've still been absolutely loving it. But if you're looking for more of a fresh strawberry, this is probably not the one for you, but there is some other ones that are out there that are more fresh, like the Nest Santa Barbara strawberry, or I think the Clean Skin has come out with a strawberry perfume. I did not like the Juliet Has a Gun Miami Shake, so that one was just an overall pass for me, but I really do love Yum Bougie Marshmallow. And I also wanted to include as well the Wedding Silk Santal. We are coming up on wedding season. I feel like always like the spring and summer is a big time for weddings. I really wish I had this scent when I got married, but that was like 12 years ago at this point. The Wedding Silk Santal, this one was so crazy hyped for a long time because Mona had released it for I think her wedding, and it didn't come back for almost a year, and people have been begging and begging, and finally she brought it back and everyone went nuts, and now it seems like it's permanent now, and it is a good one. This one to me does have a lot of similarities to Vanilla 28, but I would say this one adds in a little bit more like peach and champagne, and it's slightly fruity, but it definitely gives me a wedding scent vibe. It's not overly floral though. I still find this to be very sweet on the skin, and it smells so good. So I definitely see the hype with this one, and it's one that's definitely grown on me over time. I think if you do like Vanilla 28 and you want something like that for spring and summer, you should definitely check this one out. It has sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. This Sol de Janeiro scent I always love for spring and summer. This is their number 59, and I feel like this one was the unexpected love for me because I'm so much more into like super gourmand scents. I love their 62, I love their 71, and this one was kind of a different take on a slight floral vanilla, but this scent, something about it just draws me in. It is so intoxicating. I can never get enough. I have to have it in every single form. I do plan on repurchasing one of the shower, I think it's their shower oil. It's like a cream to oil formula in this scent. I'm purchasing that for the sale. I just used up the one I currently have, and then of course I recommend the body butter to go with it. This one's a little bit heavier though, the Delicia drenched, than their typical ones, but I still just, I love the scent so much. I feel like the body butter smells like even more sweet vanilla, but this scent is just incredible. It has vanilla orchid, sugared violet, and sheer sandalwood, but wow. I do get just like a really soft floral, sugary vanilla. And if you don't like florals, trust me, like you will still like this one, I think, because I'm not big on heavy florals like that. And this one is not at all. It's definitely more sugared florals, and it is so beautiful, so pretty. I don't know how to describe it besides like melting frosting on top of like a violet or something. That's what this kind of gives, and it's so beautiful. Okay, I do want to include this one. This is such a pretty lemon vanilla for summer. I've used this quite a bit. This is Jackie Ina's brand. She's a fellow content creator. This is Forever Mood, and this is their hard to get perfume, and I would say this is probably the best lemon vanilla that you can get at Sephora in my opinion. Definitely gourmand. The lemon is so juicy and yummy in this scent, and then you get the base, which is a lot sweeter vanilla. It's not really giving quite a lemon pound cake. I still feel like it's more just like a sweet, fun candy lemon, but it's not giving as much fresh, cleaner lemon as, let's say, Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. It's kind of in between those kind of things. But it is so beautiful, and I love having this one with me everywhere in the summertime. The notes on this include vanilla, citron, and jasmine, so definitely pretty simple, but it is a gorgeous lemon vanilla if you want like a true lemon vanilla and not super fluffy, sweet pound cake. But like, don't get me wrong, this is still very sweet though. And lastly, I have to include this one from Clean Reserve. This one would definitely impress me, and it's one of the newer launches. This one launched like more beginning of the year, but this is the Clean Reserved Whip Cherry. This is so pretty. It literally smells like a bowl of straight up whipped cream and cherries in it. I feel like I'm always looking for a whipped cream scent that actually smells like whipped cream, and you definitely do get whipped cream in this one. It's just very like light, fluffy, sugary, delicious, but the cherry does not overpower with this one. It's not a medicinal cherry in the slightest. Like, it's not syrupy. It's very, in my opinion, soft and a little more fresh and just beautiful. It does give similar vibes to Ariana Grande Cloud a little bit though, so keep that in mind. They are a little similar, but this one just adds in a little bit of cherry. But if you guys like that scent profile, I think you'll like this one just because it's very airy and whipped and just delicious. I really love how this one smells from them. This one has notes of cherry, coconut water, and pineapple. I do not get pineapple in this really. Middle notes of almond blossom, apple blossom, and mimosa. Base notes of whipped cream, cherry, vanilla, praline, and cedar. A lot going in there for a pretty simple fragrance. Like I mentioned, I mostly just smell whipped cream and cherries, and it is so good. So those are my top 10 perfume recommendations at Sephora right now for spring and summer and for the upcoming VIB sale. And I have gone in stores and smelled a lot of things to see if there's anything else I want to pick up. And yeah, I've been a little bit disappointed with some of the other launches. Of course, like there's a ton of new launches in here that I recommended, but I do have like a couple things on my list. I still haven't got to smell the new Glossier scent that they're coming out with, so I might order a small like travel bottle of that one. I think it might be in store though now, but my store did not have it the other day. I also want to pick up the new Carolina Herrera Good Girl. I think it's called the Elixir. I smelled that in Ulta the other day, and it is a delicious cherry version of Good Girl, and I think I definitely want to get that in a full size. But other than that, I think those are the only fragrance things I'm kind of looking at picking up. I feel like I've already kind of bought what I've wanted for fragrance, but I definitely have some things on my makeup wish list. I'll have all the perfumes that I mentioned in the description box, as well as in YouTube shopping. If you do shop through those, I do make a small commission. But let me know what you guys are excited to pick up for new fragrances. I know there's so much out there and it's so overwhelming, and that's why I've tried to try like a lot of them so I can kind of give you guys my thoughts on them too. And I know it's crazy, but we have never had a perfume year like this where there is launch after launch after launch. But thanks so much for watching. I definitely have a fun makeup and beauty focus must-have video as well coming. I don't know which one's going up first, we'll see, but I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.